Music. Welcome back to the channel everyone. Today's story is one that absolutely no one saw coming and the internet still hasn't recovered from the shock. If you thought Lee Junho and Lim Yoon had already shown us all the chemistry they had during their hit drama, think again. Because what happened on stage last night has officially rewritten everything fans thought they knew about them. Their unexpected, electrifying dance performance has become the #1 trending topic everywhere from Korea to the US to Southeast Asia, leaving fans breathless, stunned, and completely unable to move on. What exactly happened? Why was their synergy so powerful? And why are people saying this might be the most iconic moment of their careers so far? Let's dive into every detail of this unforgettable night because the energy, the tension, and the connection between them was nothing short of unreal. It all began when both stars were scheduled to appear at a major awards show in Seoul. Fans expected the usual presentations, acceptance speeches, maybe a brief interaction if they happened to cross paths backstage. But little did anyone know that the organizers had secretly arranged something that would shake the entire entertainment industry. As the lights dimmed and the music began to play, the audience didn't even realize at first what was happening. A soft spotlight illuminated a figure standing on the left side of the stage. And when the light grew brighter, fans immediately recognized Junho, poised calmly with that signature intensity in his eyes. The crowd erupted thinking he was about to perform one of his solo stages. But then another spotlight flickered on from the opposite side of the stage, and there she was, YoonA, radiant, confident, and breathtakingly composed. The moment fans realized the two were standing across from each other with a performance set up behind them, the atmosphere shifted instantly. Screams filled the hall. People grabbed their phones in disbelief. No one had prepared mentally for the possibility that these two would be sharing the stage in such a dramatic way again. And then the music dropped. A slow, sultry beat filled the room, nothing like the bright, playful tracks they were known for before. This was mature, elegant, and emotionally charged. Junho took the first step forward, his gaze locked directly on YoonA's. She resisted by walking toward him in perfect rhythm. And from that very moment, you could feel a tension so strong it practically vibrated through the screen. The entire audience fell silent as if collectively holding its breath. Their movements were sharp yet fluid, synced perfectly as if they'd been practicing together for months. But the truth is, fans knew immediately that this kind of synchronicity doesn't just come from choreography. It comes from understanding, chemistry, and a deeper connection formed over time. Throughout the dance, Junho guided YoonA with steady confidence, and she matched him effortlessly, gliding into each step, spin, and hold with breathtaking precision. Every time their eyes met, the energy in the room seemed to spike. It wasn't just a performance. It was a story unfolding through motion and emotion. At one point in the routine, Junho lifted YoonA gently into a swooping turn, and the entire hall gasped, not because of the move itself, but because of the way he looked at her while doing it, focused, steady, and almost protective. YoonA, for her part, responded with complete trust, leaning into the movement with grace and confidence. That single moment went viral within minutes, racking up thousands of edits, slow motion clips, and fan reactions online. But the real shock came halfway through the performance when the lighting shifted into a deeper tone and the music transitioned from slow and sensual to bold and electrifying. Suddenly, Junho and YoonA were no longer dancing apart. They were dancing as one, moving with such power and seamless connection that fans compared them to professional ballroom partners. Their footwork was immaculate, their timing flawless, and the emotional intensity between them undeniable. Every gesture seemed intentional. Every spin, every glance, every step carried a charge that made the audience feel like they were witnessing something private, something meaningful, something unforgettable. People in the hall said it felt like the air changed, like you could physically feel the synergy between them. Even celebrities in the audience were caught on camera with stunned expressions, whispering to each other and covering their mouths in disbelief. Some actors were seen pointing toward the stage with wide eyes, as if trying to confirm whether what they were watching was actually happening. This wasn't just a performance, it felt like a revelation. When the dance reached its climax, Junho and YoonA executed a breathtaking final pose, standing just inches apart, breathing heavily yet looking at each other with such emotional depth that fans felt chills run down their spines. It was the kind of moment that stays etched in memory, the kind of moment that can define a performance for years to come. The audience erupted into applause so loud that even the microphones on stage struggled to capture it clearly. People were screaming, cheering, and standing on their feet, completely overwhelmed by what they had just witnessed. And then came the aftermath, arguably even more chaotic than the performance itself. The moment clips hit social media, the internet exploded. Hashtags featuring both their names soared to the top of trends worldwide. Within minutes, fans couldn't stop talking about their chemistry, their synchronization, their expressions, and the unmistakable spark between them. Edits, reaction videos, slow motion breakdowns, and fan theories flooded every platform. Some fans even joked that the entire awards show became irrelevant after that performance, because nothing else could possibly top it. But beyond the excitement, many fans noticed something deeper. Throughout the performance, there was a sense of trust and harmony between them that goes far beyond acting or choreography. It was raw, natural, and impossible to fake. People started revisiting past interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and drama memories, saying that they always knew the connection was real and present. Long before this moment, industry insiders also weighed in, calling the dance one of the most beautifully executed celebrity performances in recent years. Some choreography experts even commented that the emotional storytelling in their movements was on the level of seasoned dance partners who've worked together for years. That kind of praise is extremely rare, especially for actors rather than full-time dancers. But the most intriguing part of the entire situation came when Junho and YoonA stepped off the stage. They exchanged a brief smile. Just a small one, soft and subtle, but fans noticed it instantly. It wasn't a scripted smile. It wasn't a good job smile. It was warm, knowing, and intimate in a way that set off another wave of discussions online. People began asking whether they'd practiced privately, how long they'd prepared, and whether there was something deeper happening between them beyond the performance. Some insiders claimed the two had been seen visiting the rehearsal hall together late at night over the past week, practicing until the early hours. If true, that kind of dedication, not just to the performance, but to each other's rhythm and synergy, suggests an extremely strong connection. Of course, neither of their agencies has commented, which only adds more mystery and excitement. Fans also pointed out how natural their physical comfort was on stage. Every touch, every hold, every close moment felt effortless and unforced. This kind of comfort can't be manufactured overnight. It develops slowly through familiarity, trust, and genuine understanding. Whether it's deep friendship, a strong professional bond, or something blossoming beyond that, fans agree that there's a magnetic quality between them that sets them apart from other on-screen pairings. What makes the performance even more iconic is how it redefines their image as a duo. Everyone already knew they had incredible chemistry from their drama, but this dance shattered expectations on a different level. It showed maturity, intensity, and artistry that went far beyond their acting roles. It was bold, emotional, and unforgettable, an artistic statement that fans will replay for years. And now the entertainment world is buzzing with speculation. Will they collaborate again? Will they release more performances? Will they appear in another drama together? Or was this one-time performance a sign of something more personal behind the scenes? The silence from their agencies only fuels more curiosity, and fans are eagerly waiting to see what happens next. One thing is clear, Lee Junho and YoonA had delivered a moment that will go down in entertainment history. Their shocking, emotional and breathtaking dance performance wasn't just a stage act. It was a cultural moment, a moment of artistry, passion, precision, and connection that captivated the world. It's a moment that left fans speechless, breathless, and completely unable to move on. Whether this performance marks the beginning of a new chapter for them, professionally or personally, time will tell. But for now, one truth stands. Their dance was a masterpiece, a revelation, and a reminder of why they remain one of the most iconic pairs in the Korean entertainment industry. The world is watching, waiting, and hoping for the next spark from these two stars, who continue to surprise and captivate us in the most extraordinary ways.